It's time to feel the rage. Welcome to Film Rage, where we talk movies in theater, streaming, and classic films as well. Directors and actors beware, as you cannot hide from the rage. My name is Bryce. I'm part of the Film Rage crew. It also includes Jim. Hey there.
Hey, Bryce.
Also, we have the Merman. Hey, Murray. We're both wearing Film Rage t-shirts.
Right.
And
where's yours, Jim?
We're on the Film Rage podcast. There you go.
I'm dressed like Pretty in Pink over here.
I see that.
Well, you're in pink. So with the introductions out of the way, let's rage on.
Well, thanks to Open supporting us. If you love our independent podcast, please like, subscribe, share, and give us a 5-star rating on your listening platform. Or you can dare us to see a terrible film. If it played anywhere in the world, we'll watch it. Now, let's get to raging. What amazing Murman
Predict.
What amazing Murman
Predict.
Will you predict the rage or will he predict the mondo? Will you tell us all what Jim and Bryce are right about
Movies.
Better watch out, kids, cause here he comes. He's coming swimming to you.
And you.
Swim, Murray, swim, Murray.
Swim, Murray, swim.
Swim, Murray, swim, Murray.
Swim, Murray, swim.
Swim all the way to our hearts, our little rage-filled hearts.
All right. So there's 4 movies.
4 little movies, Murray.
And 50% of them have Ralph Fiennes in them.
Yes!
It's a Ralph
It's a
Fiennes
Ralph-
week.
It's a Ralph
It's a
Fiennes
Raffin's week.
Not Ralph, although it's spelled Ralph.
It's
Apparently
Raffin's.
It's Rafe.
It's Raffin's.
Yeah, the first one up is a horror movie, sequel, follow-up, whatever, to The Bone Temple, which just came out like last year, and apparently decided before then even to make a second one.
Isn't that a good idea?
Although he was the best character in that one, so I guess that's why they brought it back.
And because that's what the movie's about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about him. It's not about whatever that crappy family was from the last one.
It's also about them.
Is it
It's
about
still
them?
about them, yeah.
Didn't they mostly die?
Mostly.
Maybe.
No, did they?
No,
Yeah,
just the mother
Just
did.
the mother did.
No, the mother died, and
the
the father
father-
is living on the island, happy with his
the father
family.
was a zombie or something.
No, the father is on the island, just hanging out.
Whatever. Anyway, I don't know. No idea what this is about. It's called the Bone Temple.
Yep.
I thought about going to see it, but then I didn't.
There you go.
You thought
Yeah,
about
I don't
going
know.
to see it, but then you
I'm
didn't.
sure. I heard it was better than the last one. I still don't think it'll be that great. So double meh.
Okay.
Okay.
And we have father, mother, sister, brother, aunt, uncle, grandma,
Cousin.
grandpa, however many people are in the movie.
There's a few.
It's Jim Jarmusch,
Yes.
who you guys love.
Who is currently undoubted.
Yeah, there you go. And Adam Driver, who is in his last movie, or at least the last one I saw.
And I think this movie has to be a mondo.
You know what? I think it might have been a double mondo, just because of those two people. And it's got some kind of blended family that, I don't know, seems weird. And it had, what's her name? The Big
Jim's
Bang?
the Adam Driver fan.
There you go.
He's okay.
And what's her name from Big Bang? And Blossom.
Yeah.
He was good in that one movie where he's the bus driver.
There you go.
Other than that, Jim Driver's just okay.
But he was-
Jim Driver.
he was-
Adam Driver.
Who's Jim Driver?
He was
Adam Driver.
He was Kylo Ren / Ben
and as I say,
Solo.
And Daisy Ridley
okay
crushed
in
him in
yeah,
that
Daisy
movie.
Ridley absolutely crushed him, as
crushes
she tends to do.
everybody.
Anyway,
yes.
yeah, double mondo, sure. Jim Jarmusch. Dead Man's Wire, which is
It's
It's got your guys' favorite Skarsgard, not mine.
Well, it's mine. I don't know. Bryce has never admitted to his love of Rick
And-
Skarsgard.
Yeah,
Coleman Domingo. And
they're all
it's
fine.
based
Excuse
on
me?
a true story, and it's looks like it's set in the 70s.
Yep. It's based on a true story.
And I think it might have been on its way to maybe a mondo, but then they also cast Al Pacino, who you guys do not like.
Well, I particularly don't like him.
Yeah,
you keep throwing Bryce in with me.
I don't know why you say that. I got no problem with Al Pacino.
I can't tell you.
I have a lot of problems
Hey,
with Al Pacino.
you guys-
I'd take a flamethrower to this
That's
place.
right. Hooah!
Hooah!
So yeah, double
Don't make-
mad.
Please don't,
Just because of
please don't
Pacino.
make me vomit first thing in the morning.
It's a double men.
Al
Just because of
Pacino and
Pacino.
his horrible acting.
You know what? If anybody can bring the Pacino out,
Yeah.
and make him relevant again, Gus
Sure.
Van Sant can.
There you go.
Yeah,
Right.
Gus
Colin
Van Sant
Domingo,
can
so
make
there you go.
anybody relevant.
And the last one is the Choral, which is the other Ralph Fiennes movie
Yep,
that
Ralph
I
Fiennes.
actually did go to. I don't know. It's a period piece. Set
Yes.
World War One. There's
Yes.
a lot of singing in it,
There's some
Yeah.
singing.
and a lot of songs, which strangely I actually recognize.
Oh,
Yep,
you're not young.
Jim doesn't like musicals in general
I don't.
or period pieces.
No,
And it was a little slow.
it was, but
So
Jim
let's-
does like slow.
So let's go. I think he's gonna rage, and just to mix it up, I'm gonna say Bryce had a man.
All right.
I can't imagine that he raged on this one.
I don't know. Maybe.
I've got
I'm sure
rage.
I'm sure he has.
You've
some
got
issues.
rage,
I'm
but
sure he has issues. I have issues with it.
who doesn't have issues with it that watched it? But it's not a rage.
Well, we're gonna find.
gonna see.
We're gonna find out. You
There's
never
no
know.
way Jim giving her on the just the fact that you get to watch Ralph Fiennes act, you can't rage on it.
We're gonna have to go through his entire
He has a great
collection and see if he's been able to save other movies before.
Yeah, because he's really really quite good in everything he does.
Yeah, he is. I can't remember how he got knocked out, but
Yeah.
yeah, it was sad that day.
Movie.
Oh.
I don't think there'd be two mesmerizing people in a Bond movie ever.
Guarantee you that.
Well, actually, remember when Daniel Craig was Bond, the best
Yes.
Bond that's ever lived?
He's so far the best Bond. It's like not even close.
Yeah, it's like there's
There's
him,
There's Daniel Craig.
and then there's everybody
Beg to
else.
differ.
They're all thrown
on
in
the
the same
on the
pile.
Mount Rushmore of Bonds,
Bonds.
there's only one face on
There
it.
can be
and it's
only
Daniel
one.
Craig.
It's not the. s-
It's just Daniel Craig.
Move on.
It's just four Daniel Craigs on the Mount Rushmore of Bonds.
All right, okay, 28 years.
Is there four faces on the Mount Rushmore?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay, that's right. Okay. I've never been there.
I've been there
Why would-
four times.
Why would Canadians go to
I
Mount
know.
Rushmore? I don't even get it.
I saw a picture in a history book of it once.
Yeah, you see it in movies every now
That's
and then.
true.
Trust me, it's a lot smaller than it looks.
Remember when the aliens and Mars attacks changed it?
I've got a T-shirt that's Mount Thrashmore.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's got Dave
got the
Mustaine
greatest-
from Megadeth.
Yeah, it's got the
and-
greatest metal guitarists, or is
Wow.
it just singers or artists?
No, it just it wasn't the greatest because it was just the tour that Megadeth was doing that year. So they just made a T-shirt Mount Thrashmore and put everybody in the
From Megadeth. in it.
No, not from Megadeth.
Oh,
from
on the.
whoever was on the tour.
Ah.
So it's kind of weird because Zach Wilde from Black Label Society is on it, which is cool because he's awesome, but he's not thrash.
There
So
you
it's
go.
kind of a weird.
Well, can you get me a
T-shirt.
picture of that shirt? Because
I've got that shirt up in my room right
okay,
now.
well, take a picture of it and give it to me.
Why don't I just
and then-
wear it someday?
Well, then I'll put it on our socials because now all I want to do is listen to Mount Thrashmore.
What are we doing here? I thought we were talking movies.
Oh,
We
yeah.
were.
So 28
Let's start talking
days
about
later,
movies.
the Bone Temple.
Yeah, the Boner Temple.
So it's okay when you two talk football, but I want to
Well,
talk
we don't
about
talk about football
Thrashmore.
for 20 minutes like you guys are doing.
I don't know. I know listeners might debate you on
Crap,
that.
I don't care about.
Like football? All right, okay, so
Heavy
28 years later, the Bone Temple.
Yes.
So, we are back 28 years later, and we have two coinciding storylines progressing to a massive conclusion. We have Dr. Ian and Samson, aka Zombie Dong, on one arc, and the other is the Jimmies, who we met at the end of the last film with their blonde hair and matching jumpsuits.
Yes.
Through Dr. Ian's story, he starts to uncover that Samson can be calmed. He's going to smooth the savage beast with a cocktail mostly made up of morphine and some other stuff that he found hanging around, I guess. And we see how he is learning that the rage virus can be dealt with. In fact, just like it took a long while to deal with the AIDS virus, it took 28 years later, and our doctor eventually might have found a treatment for the rage virus, Murray.
Wow.
But then again, maybe not. Because now we have no clue how Samson's going to make his own cocktail. But I digress. Now, back to our Jimmies. They are a group of evil Satanists who, thus the reason for Thrash, Murray, of evil Satanists whose primary goal is to give mercy to all those they come in contact with by torturing in some of the most horrific and graphic of ways. The more pain and suffering, the more the primary Jimmy gets off. Although we never get to see him fully get off, but, you know, you can assume he does. They, of course, force our young lad from the last film, Spike, who, of course, was not raised like most of the Jimmies were, and he is pretty horrified to realize who he is now part of. And probably some of the worst people you've ever met in your entire life. The people more terrifying than the rage virus itself. And they have no fear of the rage virus because they know how to take care of business. Except, did we see them take out any alphas?
No.
Okay, so they must probably have a few problems with some alphas. Okay, now back to our doc and our beloved Zombie Dong. I don't want to tell much of their story arc because it's so brilliantly written and so well done and has as much Ralph Fiennes as Ray Fiennes as we have. As we all know, Fiennes was the best thing in the prequel to this. Here we get even more of him. And when I say even more, Murray, we get to see all of him, including not just Zombie Dong, we get to see Ray Fiennes Dong.
A little old for that.
But I don't know. Are you ever too old to be a nudist?
Nope.
But I can tell you this.
It probably doesn't look as good.
As much as I loved the trailer for 28 years
I
later.
don't even understand what you just said, but okay.
Well, I'm pretty sure it doesn't look as good at 80 years old than it does when you're 30.
I don't know.
Just saying.
I don't know. I think wieners look the same. Your balls hang a little lower, but
Yeah.
your wiener still
Mine
stays the
are
same.
Just
swinging by
saying.
my knees right now.
Yeah.
So
I have them tucked in my socks.
yeah.
All right, so as much as I love the trailer for 28 years later, the trailer for Bone Temple did really give anything away as well. And so, Murray, if you thought you were going to get as much or get no, because I remember you saying before we went and saw this, we're not going to get to see Giant Zombie Dong as we did in the first one because he's got a cover up on.
I thought he got killed. Just saying.
Okay, well, anyway, we got more Zombie Dong in this than if you added all the scenes up from the first movie, because we get tons of Zombie Dong, like so much Zombie Dong. It should have been called 28 years later Zombie Dong Temple.
That's fantastic, Jim. Can you
All right.
move on?
There is there is way more horror in this. Scenes that might make Eli Roth cringe. The virus infected in this are scarier. In fact, we also learn that although they are not zombies, that some of them are in fact cannibals. In a very gore-tastic scene involving our well-hung alpha god. Plus, we get to see an awesome train scene with our King Dong at his finest doing what he does best, getting violent and bloody. There is just scene after scene after scene in this that entertains, scares, and makes me both terrified of humanity and have pure joy, as we learn that Dr. Ian is a fan of great music, like Duran Duran and Radiohead, and does a stage performance to Iron Maiden that is probably even better than seeing them live in person. I'm just going to say that, put it out there. And he performs way better in this one than he did in the Choral, I'm just going to say. The story had no holes whatsoever, unlike the last one. Just pure, unadulterated moviegasm, mondo-tastic joy. You might say they just turned this franchise to an 11, which Rafe actually says in one of the pinnacle scenes in this movie. Mm-hmm. Also, we get another great lead-in to the next sequel, which I am so looking forward to after seeing this one. The end of this movie just like the end of last movie, made me go, I want to see this next movie. And that's probably why they released it pretty quickly. This is equal to or potentially even better than the original. And I loved the original. This movie is so mondo. I freaking loved every single scene in this movie. Right after seeing it, I said, I got to go see this again. I haven't yet, but I will. Now, what'd you think?
Oh, Murray didn't see this?
No, Murray did not see it.
Yeah.
He's not a fan of the dong.
By the way, you gave the Marvels a rage, right? I don't even remember what I gave it.
Yes.
That's okay.
Why? Was Ray Fiennes in that?
No, but Nia DaCosta, she is, she could, if it wasn't for the fact that she dipped her toe in the Marvel universe.
She would have been
She could be on her way to Undoubted.
Damn it. Well, she's going to start over now.
I mean, she said, I don't know. We'll talk about it at a later date, a much later date.
I'm pretty sure you gave
Marvel's
Marvel's rage too.
Probably did.
Every single person on the planet gave Marvel's.
Did they? I don't even remember. They're all melded together, so I don't even remember.
That one was particularly bad because you had to have watched every single thing that Marvel had ever put out to be able to even watch the movie with any clarity.
Yeah, that's I think that's the one series that I didn't watch. Was it Ms. Marvel with the kid?
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't watch that at all. So she's introduced, and it's like, who is this? And sorry, so back to 20 years later.
Although I haven't seen the trailer of, she's going to be back in the new, they have every person that's ever been in a Marvel movie back in the Doomsday or whatever the fuck it's called.
Okay.
So she'll be back.
Yeah?
There you go.
That's exciting, eh?
I know, right?
I'm stoked.
4 hours, Murray said, so.
4 hours. Hopefully most of it's with Ms. Marvel.
3 hours. Yeah, right. 3 hours and 48 minutes. But yeah, 4
Hope
hours.
the story just focuses on Miss Marvel.
Because they got 10,000 Marvel characters in it.
Yep.
All right. So, 28 years later, the Bone Temple. It's Nia DaCosta takes this story or this franchise and kind of turns it up to 11, just like you said, just like Ray Fiennes refers to. It starts out and the gore is through the roof. It's like, holy schmoly. Like, I'm sitting there watching it with my girlfriend, and she is literally looking away every time they start some of this stuff that they're carving into skin and stuff's being pulled out, and it is very graphic.
I'm sure Eli Roth was cringing in his seat when he saw this.
Eli's like, too far.
Yeah, you've gone too far.
But it gets balanced with this beautiful story of connection between the Dr. Kelson and Samson, which I tell you, it was I could have watched a 3-hour movie just watching those two characters interact, because those are some just really, really well fleshed out characters that you just want to know more. You just want to explore that relationship as far as you can possibly explore it.
And actually, sorry to just jump in, but your comment about knowing the characters were so well developed.
Yeah.
But Samson's character, like the fact that we got to see his past actually was even cooler to me.
And I don't think either of us are huge fans of flashbacks, but it was very, very well done here, and it was necessary.
It was necessary. It's not always the case.
Yeah, so it was really, really well done there. Who knew that Dr. Kelson was such a Duran Duran fan? I've never heard so much Duran Duran in a movie in my life.
Which I wasn't complaining about.
Oh, it was great.
I mean, it's
when
perfect
we
for
kick
an
it
island.
off with Girls on Film. As soon as I heard that intro to Girls on Film, I'm like, hey, it's Girls on
Film.
Like, why the hell is this in here?
Well, he was singing it too as
I
he was
know.
walking.
He was it was so good. But the movie is just it is just probably the best of the 28 years later or 28 franchise. I liked the last one. The first one was fantastic, and the second one, well, it was what it was. It was
also fantastic. I loved them all.
But
except for the last one.
I think that even though it kind of relies on a lot of shock gore stuff in this, the writing's still fantastic in this. I don't when we get to the payoff scene where where, we drop the needle on Number of the Beast. My God, that is what. And you know what I loved about it is that everything that happened in that was so big and spectacular.
Yeah.
But you could see how it's all completely feasible, and he could totally pull that off.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, just this is a really nice little piece of filmmaking, and Nia DaCosta is just she's a force
to be reckoned with.
I'm gonna be looking forward to like stuff that she does, because if you go back through her, there's some meh.
Yeah.
But there's also some Mondo. She only made like 5 movies.
Yeah.
Like, unfortunately, one of them was the Marvels. So, and apparently I raged on it, you tell me, which I don't.
Well, I did. It doesn't matter what you said.
Yeah, I know, but I don't even remember it though. I
remember what torture feels like.
Oh, there you go.
And this movie helped me with that.
But yeah, honestly though, just on the back of Samson and Dr. Kelson and their relationship, it's one of my favorite relationships in the history of film. These two guys get together, and it's such a unique thing, and I like how the whole thing evolves, and it gets to a point where that scene where he's about to put him down, and it's like. And like a light goes off, and it's like or it goes on, and it's like, whoa, wait a second. That scene is terrific. It's just well crafted little movie, and yeah, if you like gore, great, it's there. You're gonna love it. If you want
that
some well fleshed out characters, it's there. You're
even
gonna love
the Jimmies, like the Jimmy's arc is also good, because you can see how they got to where they were. I mean, he was alone since he was 8 years old.
Oh yeah,
right, and to be like, if you remember from the last movie, he gets attacked in the church. I think that was his father that was the pastor or whatever, right? So it's like he's got an 8-year-old brain that's now fucked up because of all that happened in the church.
And towards the end, there's a decision that's made that somebody knows that they're sacrificing themselves for someone else, and it's kind of beautiful. And it's I tell you, this really, and then the one thing, if I had I guess it had to be there, but it kind of took me out of it the very, very end where we got that extra scene.
No, we did.
Well, here's what I think should have happened. If you're gonna do that, do it as a post scene, run the credits a little bit, and break it up, because it didn't really fit, and I realize it's to push things forward to whatever he's doing next. I get that,
but also because
I needed that movie to end, and then that can put that either right after the credits or right in the middle of the credits, because I didn't need it where it was, and whatever. I was in a certain flow, and that took me out of it, and I wanted. And it's me, sometimes I just want things to end where I want them to end. And I really didn't like that. And once again, I realize it's necessary, but it didn't need to be tacked on right at the end of when the movie should have ended.
I was perfectly fine with it.
They needed to put that as some weird post-credit or mid-credit. Just put that on the screen and go, okay, yes, we're going to push it. Whatever.
It was perfect.
It wasn't perfect. That was clunky. I didn't like it. So this was a rage. No, this was no. I can't. I enjoyed every second of this movie up until that point, and I'm not going to penalize it for the clunkiness at the end.
For how great it was, I get it.
Because
I totally
the movie was the movie, and that was just a tacked-on scene to push something forward. I get. Wow, there's obviously going to be more of these. Which now that I don't want to really
this one I think has to make money though, or have they already filmed the third one? We usually know things like that.
No one's paying attention.
This one must have made money, didn't it? I don't know.
I don't know yet.
Yeah, this was Mondo.
Yeah, of course it was. All right. Mondo. Father, mother, sister, brother. Now.
But Murray saw this one.
No.
Oh.
I was going to say it last week, but I didn't.
He didn't.
And you guys didn't talk about it anyway.
No, we didn't.
Well.
All right.
We're talking about it now,
We're talking about it now.
Last week, I wanted to see a movie we were talking about, and this wasn't one of them. So.
but we're talking about it now. So if you would have seen
it's
it,
a week too late.
There you go.
then you could talk about it now.
Murray's got one.
I see one movie a week.
That's it. That's his.
That's it.
That's all
You had
he's
your
got.
chance last week.
That's right. We would've
Sorry,
got our
so which
chance.
one did you see this week?
He saw
The Choral.
the Choral
Okay.
with the Fanes.
Because I
Fines.
thought it'd be good. $13 million 20 years later.
That's it.
Avatar still beat it.
Well, but is that worldwide gross or?
This is U.S. But
Oh,
I
okay,
don't
so-
imagine worldwide would have much more.
I don't know. The Brits would probably hope to go to it. Anyway, we'll find out. Hopefully, we get the third one in the series. Jarmusch has a way of creating characters that feel incredibly deep, full, and endlessly interesting. His humor is bone dry, not Bone Temple dry, but pretty close to Bone Temple dry. Almost obnoxious in its off-the-wall obscurity sometimes. In this film, we get 3 stories. The first is Father, played by Tom Waits. He lives in New Jersey, and his kids think he's weird, and one genuinely would think from seeing how they see him that he may be losing his marbles a little bit. And they're generally worried that his mind is going. So he's a bit of a user to his kids, and you really feel that tension. He lives what we are to believe is in a dilapidated shack that's literally falling apart. But this is just a facade. His kid's played by Adam Driver and Mayim Bialik, also known as Blossom, interact with him in ways...
Really? Because she was also in the TV show Blossom.
Yeah.
Amazing how that
That's
works.
right.
So she's also known as Blossom? Like people
Yeah.
call her
Yeah.
Blossom on
Yeah, well, she
Sure.
walks down the
You
street.
walk down the street.
Yeah.
Hey, Blossom.
People called her Blossom all the time.
So she goes into an interview and they're like,
Yep.
hey, Blossom.
Hey, Blossom.
Yeah.
I
That's
didn't
right.
know that she,
They did. People
that
on the
she's
street.
also known as
It's called
Blossom.
Dabba-dee-ba-day.
typecasting.
Huh.
People on the street. Dabba-dee-ba-dee-ba-dee-ba-dee-ba.
Interesting.
Yeah. Anyway, where was I?
I don't know.
Oh, they interact with him in ways that are awkward and almost cringe-inducing, but at the same time hilarious in their deadpan delivery. Every interaction feels uncomfortable in all 3 storylines. The first 2. Each line of dialogue seems like a struggle for the kids to even participate in. Trust me when I say I know exactly how they feel. The second story takes place in Ireland and focuses on Mother, played by Charlotte Rampling. Her children are played by Kate Blanchett and Vicky Krieps. This one is just as cringe-inducing, but in a much more pompous, overly proper way, as the family gathers for their annual tea. Like the first story, the humor comes from how it's how the angles are shot and how some of the things that we get to see are shot. And how Jarmusch stages these painfully polite, emotionally distant family encounters. In both of the first stories, the conversations are funny because of the stiffness, the formality, and the obvious fact that none of these people really want to be there, but they are out of obligation and family duty. The final story, Sister Brother, has India Moore and Luke Sabat as siblings, and shifts completely in tone. The humor is almost gone, replaced by warmth. The dialogue is natural, supportive, and genuinely caring, and yet, in all 3 cases, you're equally glued to the screen just for the very different reasons that these characters are interacting. There is also themes that pass from one story to the next, which you start to notice by the second story and fully understand by the third story. There are elements subtly tie these families together. Things that are like physical things or transportation and even basic nutrition. For example, each story includes skateboarders, a car journey, an important moment involving water, and the most obvious one, the Rolex.
Yes.
At At the same time, Jarmusch throws in curveballs, things you expect to reoccur but never do, such as toasts, discussions about what you can toast with. Even tea itself feels like it should carry through to the final story, but it doesn't. It becomes coffee. Once I started noticing these patterns, it pulled me even deeper into this film, watching to see what would return and what wouldn't. One in particular that doesn't get realized in the third story is the expression of Bob's or Robert's your uncle. But then again, this is Jarmusch. So as they say, Bob's your uncle. Or as I want to say, Jarmusch is Mondo, which feels like the perfect way to end my comments.
Well, there you go.
Here it is.
So father, mother, sister, brother. Latest from Jim Jarmusch. Yeah, first story, we get into it, and we're just plunked right into the car ride between it with Emily and Jeff, a couple of siblings going to visit their dad. Brilliantly played by Tom Waits. I could just watch Tom Waits in the movie for like ever. Just,
and isn't he in every single Jarmusch film?
I believe that he gets plugged. I would be shocked if there is a Jarmusch film that he wasn't in. I can't think.
I wonder if they're like best friends or something.
There's got to be a relationship.
Because you don't even see Tom Waits in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, no, Tom Waits is Tom Waits' music is so good too, and it's amazing how these genius musicians can like transfer over into acting like they do. There's quite a few of them that don't necessarily are full-time actors, but when they do act, it's like, oh man, I wish I saw.
Like,
why
aren't you in everything?
Yeah. But the movie starts out and it's got all these interlocking themes between the three stories, as you mentioned, and I'm not going to go through all that. But the thing that I love about Jarmusch is Jarmusch will sit there and he'll just plunk someone down in a chair, and then you're just looking at him in the chair, and the scene goes on, or that moment will go on 30 seconds longer than it should in any other movie. But in a Jarmusch movie, you start to kind of get uneasy in your seat as you're watching it, and you start to squirm a little bit, and it's exactly what he wants you to do. And it's just, I don't know that any director has his finger on making me do exactly what he wants me to do while I'm watching it than Jim Jarmusch. And it really is an art form. But as he's making me kind of uncomfortable, I'm like, you're a genius, Jarmusch, because he's just so good at it.
And the characters are so...
Even though I'm not in the scene, obviously, I feel like I'm in that room with them, feeling that discomfort that they're feeling.
Yeah.
And there's nobody that does it like Jim Jarmusch. He's an absolute master of it. The first scene has so much humor in it, and it's so, dry as a bone humor.
Especially Driver. He's just like,
man.
The things he says is just like...
Yeah. And you could, and then the first two stories, it's so weird because the first two stories, there is this weird, almost competition for the parents' love in a way, although Emily in the first story doesn't really, she's kind of rolling her eyes at it, but she still wants
for whatever reason the relationship,
she still wants that attention
they have with the parents,
but she knows that no matter what she does that Jeff's always going to be, just because
he keeps giving
Jeff
him
goes
money
so over the top, and she's like, what? She can't come out and say, why are you doing this?
Stop enabling
him in front of him, obviously. Yeah. But you could just see her just rolling her eyes and just, I tell you, I don't think I've seen Mayim Bialik any better than she's been in this. I was like, wow.
And didn't they make great siblings? Like, you thought you would think they were birth siblings.
Yeah, and that's the thing about Jarmusch too. The chemistry that he's got between these actors is nothing feels more natural than a Jarmusch film. Like, this feels so natural. Like it's like, wow, it's amazing how he's the best at it. He just is. And there's such different stories, but there is a link between them. And when you get to the last story, it's almost kind of weird because
it's like it makes a right turn.
Yeah, it takes a complete right turn, and this is about two siblings that aren't really in competition at all. It's a totally different feel. But once again, the chemistry is just amazing. I just love Jim Jarmusch films. You just sit back and you just let them wash over you. The guy is just so good.
See, I love Jim Jarmusch films.
Yeah.
You have liked a Jim Jarmusch film.
No, I love Jim. Which other than the zombie
Dead Don't
film,
Die.
yeah. Other than the
That's
zombie
right.
film, which I had to rewatch to go, yes,
Maybe you need to rewatch
good.
it a third time, Bryce.
Well, anyways,
The Dead Don't Die is
Yeah.
pretty much the only thing I know from him.
Yep.
it's yeah. I'm not sure. As I say, I've already admitted to it. When I went to this movie, I don't know that I went to it at a weird time, and I
Maybe
wasn't.
you need to now watch it a third time.
I don't need to watch
to
it
remind yourself.
It is very good.
Of how Mondo that the Dead Don't Die was.
Anyways, just stop with the Dead Don't Die. If there's a misstep in Jarmusch's catalog, it's still the Dead Don't Die, and it's still great.
Not.
But come on, the Dead. When you put the Dead, and maybe that's the problem, is I'm trying to put the Dead Don't Die next to this, or next to Broken Flowers, or next to Dead Man, and I'm sorry, the Dead Don't Die doesn't measure up to any of those movies.
The Dead Don't Die is Jarmusch's comedy, full non-stop comedy. That's how he does comedy.
Yeah, I get that.
To make a comedy, he's like, I'm going to make a comedy about the Zombies franchise, which should have died a long time ago.
Every movie he makes is a comedy.
It's true, but I mean, that was his first comedy.
At any rate.
Anyway.
Father, mother, sister, brother was Mondo.
Of course it was.
Mondo! Just handing out Mondos like candy this morning. Right?
Yeah, well, don't you worry.
Is there something else coming up?
There's a movie called Dead Man's Wire.
That's
right.
It can't possibly be a Mondo.
It could possibly be a Mondo.
No, I don't think so. You can't. What have we got? What was our first movie?
Mondo.
And what was the second movie?
Mondo.
Okay, well, there's no way our third movie's gonna be Mondo.
Well, let's find out, shall we?
Just stop it.
Just stop it.
Just stop it.
All right. So, here is yet another example of why young Bill, the baby of the family, in his short but brilliant career, continues to prove that he is the most talented Skarsgard. And also why Gus Van Sant's attention to detail makes him such a great director. I haven't even looked into the truths behind this story because I have that much faith in Van Sant's attention to detail.
I have. There's one thing that he did majorly that doesn't bother me, and I'll tell you why.
Okay, good. I want to know about that. That what we're seeing is as close as possible to what really happened during this event back in the late 70s. Even in such horrific, suspenseful, and at no point was I questioning whether this had been Hollywoodized into the docudrama. It never felt manipulative or sensationalized. The story doesn't take sides. It doesn't tell you who the villain is. Instead, it lets you filter the events yourself and come to your own conclusions. I'm not even sure I needed to know whether Tony's story was true or not, because we don't even learn that. Through the whole thing, you're getting his opinion, and you're getting what possibly, because we all know how evil financiers can be. Mm-hmm. You don't ever get to really know if it's right. I was just happy to watch this complete shit show unravel right in front of my eyes. The performances in this, by every single person in this, is motherfucking brilliant. The guy who plays the guy who's got the shotgun to his head was fantastic in this. Skarsgard's never been better. He is a chameleon. There's nothing that I don't think there is a role that Bill Skarsgard can't play. He has so much depth to his his acting talent. It just surprises me every time I see him. And there is soft comedy throughout this film. It's very slight, but even in the moments of tension where the guy could lose his head at any moment, there is comedy throughout this film. I love this film, and I don't normally like biopics, but apparently Gus Van Sant can do anything. This was Mondo.
Yeah, I mean, Skarsgard was really good in this. Coleman Domingo is just Coleman Domingo. It's just, I mean, good God, man, he is completely mesmerizing, and I no matter, and Skarsgard, while he was great, I mean, Coleman Domingo's Coleman Domingo, but he doesn't get overshadowed because it's not like they share the screen a lot. They do share conversations and whatnot, but they don't really share the screen. This is based on a true story, and most of it is pretty true. Gus Van Sant took some liberties, but he took them, and I'm okay with them. And the reason being, it just made it more of a full fleshed out story, and it also got the music involved. No, he wasn't a DJ that in the actual story that he actually connects with. It is actually a reporter, editor guy that he still held in high esteem, but it wasn't a DJ. But the fact that they made him a DJ instead just brought all the music into this movie. Yeah. And that really made this movie flow too. The fantastic music that was being played throughout, and that tied scenes together. And without the music, this movie still would have been really good. But I found that the music made this great, and you needed him to change that particular character for that to happen. So I was okay with that, because I really thought that added to the overall. But yeah, basically, the story's the story, and it's pretty accurate. Having said all that, it's Gus Van Sant he's another very good filmmaker, obviously, and he's taken this story that there is a documentary out that I actually meant to watch before this, but
do you remember what it's called?
It's called don't know. But it was 2018. I could probably find that out really quickly.
Find out.
But yeah, it's 2018 it came out. It wasn't that long ago. Oh, that's getting long now. It's amazing how 8 years is like nothing these days now that I'm like 100 years old. But I lost my train of thought, but that's okay. But yeah, this from the tension from the get-go, just the scenes with with him drunk. The fact that we get Carrie Elwes in this, that I did not know that was him. I was like, what? Because he's like the cop in this, and it's like, there's what? I see the credits roll after. I'm like, how in the heck did I just completely unrecognizable in this? At least he was for me. I was just shocked when I saw the credits roll. It took me like 10 seconds to figure out who he was, and I'm like, oh, that's it. What? Then I had to go watch the trailer again, and I'm like, okay, yeah, it is him. But just Gus Van Sant's just so he casts movies so well, and I gotta say, I mean, if you're gonna use Al Pacino, you couldn't have used him any better than this.
Yeah, this is the best I've seen Al Pacino.
In a long time.
Yeah,
and it's nice that he wasn't just I mean, don't get me wrong, he was still full on Al Pacino, because he only knows that. But it fit so well in this
role,
role,
which makes like Al Pacino's character makes you think that they're in the wrong just because of how he treats his own son.
Yeah,
right.
But just a really, really tight, tense, well acted, beautifully scored, just a really good movie, and it just felt so gritty, and it had that. I don't know why I like it, but I do like these movies that feel like it's a movie in the 70s, and it feels like it was shot in the 70s. It has that feel about it. And the attention to detail with all the little the cars and the dress and the everything that in this feels like the 70s. You
Yeah.
feel like you're in the 70s.
Well, and how
while
it's
you're
shot,
watching
like
this.
that's always what surprises me when you'll see like movies. I don't know if there's like a magic 70s filter that these directors put on, or is it the lighting, or what it is. But so many. When you see a film that's shot and it's supposed to be the 70s and it has all these bright tones in it, it's just like,
and it takes me out of it, and it does, and it's same with occasionally you'll get like a glossy period piece and it's like it doesn't feel right, and it just kind of takes me out of it. And now don't get me wrong, there can be a place for that if you're making something that's trying to. I would say that I think Sofia Coppola's done it a couple of times where she made it a little glossy on purpose, and I was okay with that. But sometimes they're just not using their, they're just filming it like they'd film any other film, and then it feels like I'm taken out of the story. Anyways. Gus Van Sant nailed the 70s, the feel of this film, the grittiness, the performances. It was just a really, really good movie. It was Mondo.
That's 3, Murray.
Yes.
Mondo!
Yeah, and we've talked about this before, is if you're going to make a biopic about an event, just do the event. Like, it was like over 48 hours or something like that, and it's like, that's all they give us.
Yeah, that's all that is.
You know nothing about these characters, but the characters are so well developed that you want to know more about them.
A lot of it is very true. Like the dialogue from the press conference is pretty much the same as it was for the, because I actually watched a clip of that. And yeah, when they're filming that press conference in the movie, you're kind of getting the same angles as Gus Van Sant sometimes will do that. Like when everybody kind of poops on his Psycho, but that was his big. I still believe that was his big FU to Hollywood. It's like, you want me to remake Psycho? I'm going to remake it shot for shot, and it's going to be exactly like the original.
But it wasn't exactly like the original. If he would have done it exactly,
it was pretty much. All the main scenes are exactly like the original. Like if you ran the shower scene,
I have ran the whole movie simultaneously. It's not. It's longer and it's not the same.
It is the same in those pivotal scenes, though.
In the pivotal scenes, yeah. So just fucking do that.
Exact same angles.
So just do that.
Anyways,
your argument's stupid.
It was only bringing it up because the press conference, he did it the same way. Like the angle that you get in the press conference is the angle you get.
Just like Psycho should have been shot for shot.
Wow, Psycho should have not just been made again. But
that's right. You don't make perfect movies again.
But we got Vince Vaughn as Norman Bates. So what's wrong with that?
Okay, so now we're going to talk about The Choral, which we all got to see.
Yeah, I finally get to talk.
What's The Choral?
The Choral.
It's about a choir.
1916. A small town in Britain about an hour away from Manchester. There is an annual choral presentation put on by the local society. And the owner of the local mill.
Singing.
They are. This choral thing is important.
It's big time.
This takes place during the First World War, a period we actually don't get to see depicted very often these days, well, at least in recent years. Although there was a big movie a few years ago, I think it was called 1917. It's a
little more violent.
So it's the year after this. All right, so there is a huge cast of characters we get to meet, including young men soon to be bound for war, who are all pretty much, so much like we later see in the Canadian real life drama Porky's.
Porky's, yeah.
Mostly just wanting to get all the time. Laid.
Yep.
We also have the gay conductor, played by none other than the Bone Temple Doctor himself.
Was he gay?
He was gay in the story.
100% he was.
100% gay. Yep.
I knew
his lover. It was a major.
I knew his penis was.
His penis was bound for somebody else.
He was also gay.
Yes, he was gay, but that was the main part of the movie where his husband or boyfriend was in the German naval.
Yes.
Navy. He was a naval officer. Right. So yes, he was gay.
I believe they just called him his friend, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
he was.
No, keep in mind when this took place there, Murray.
And in Germany, it was very accepted. Actually, homosexuality was very well accepted in Germany for years. So back to our Bone Temple doctor, who is also playing a doctor in this.
Doctor of music.
Doctor of music or something. We don't even know. Maybe he was doctor of a lot of things.
Doctor of style.
That left his man behind in Germany when he went off to fight in the German Navy. We have women, both young and old, and we have the old guard, the society members who have been performing the same specific choral piece for years, except as soon as we learn almost all the great chorals are German.
Yes.
So they find
composers.
Yes.
All the great composers are German.
Apparently, the Germans are the only ones.
Pretty sure there are some Austrian and French ones.
I think there's some Italian ones too.
They only listed the German ones.
Yeah, they could only think of German ones. So they find the very best British composer
who ain't that great
to perform his not so well known masterpiece instead,
which is in Latin or something. It wasn't even in English.
No, it was in English.
It didn't sound like it was English.
I know, it's because opera stuff sounds kind of sometimes like not a language, but with a modern flair tailored to what is happening in the war around them. This film follows a similar model to most feel-good, community-based British films. It's less about reality or how things truly were, and more about the feel-good nature of the event itself. At no point in this film did I feel offended by anything, or feel that life was probably hard for the people that are in it.
It was a very safe
except maybe the singer who lost his arm in the war, but even he seemed pretty happy.
Yeah, but he came back a star.
He came back without an arm and without a girlfriend, and then he became a star.
A star. So yeah, things worked out for him.
Yeah, well, I didn't feel anything really for any of the characters. I can tell you that. I don't go into these films expecting realism anymore. I think if you expect, you're gonna go see a British rom-com, comedy, drama, biopic scenario, and you're expecting to see anything that may have actually happened in reality, then you're going to be sorely upset about it, which I don't do that anymore. It's kind of like Bryce's, what's his name? Curve. Your Jared Butler curve.
Oh yeah.
It's like curve. There's a thing about these type of British movies that I've just got to put it on a curve. I expect an easy breezy story where men and women triumph over everything. I didn't really rage about it. I didn't love it. It's a typical British community family meh. It's what you expect when you go see it. Some of the performances were really good, especially Rafe, but yeah, it was meh. Mur.
What say you, Mur?
Do you know that Ralph Fiennes was in 2 movies that came out this week?
Yes.
And he played a doctor in both of them.
Yes.
In one, he plays a crazy doctor who kills zombies. I saw the other one. From the trailer, I thought this might be funnier. I mean, it had a good story with some good old-timey cheerful music, which, strangely enough, I recognized a good chunk of it. And it had Ralph Fiennes. It was a period piece set during the First World War in Yorkshire, which I've been to, and is the home of my English relatives.
Isn't it Yorkshire?
Yorkshire, they call it, because they're English. So in that way, I enjoyed much of the film, especially the countryside. Not to say I didn't have some issues with it.
What?
It was definitely slow-paced. The heart of the story took a bit too long to develop, and it seemed to make light of the sacrifice that the soldiers went through in the war. I guess being English, they have to always maintain that stiff upper lip. The reappearance of Clyde, the missing in action boyfriend, who just happened to have a beautiful singing voice, was a bit too convenient.
What?
The ending, after the big performance, definitely soured the main purpose of the film. like I said, it was like Porky's or any other of those 80s
It was like
bombs.
Porky's.
It was also too long. At about the 90-minute mark, my bladder kept telling me it should be over already. But I managed to stick it out to the end. Not that I would have missed much besides the choir performance. Once that was over, the movie should have just ended. For that reason, it only gets a meh. And yeah, the whole Porky's angle, I thought was stupid. Didn't need to be done.
So, first of all, Ralph Fiennes does not kill zombies at all.
At all.
Whatever.
He is someone that
He's anti-kill zombies.
he doesn't. Number one, I don't believe that they're zombies.
So he's never
They're-
killed a zombie
No,
that's attacked him?
he
No, he- I find
that hard to
he
believe.
helps
puts them
them.
to sleep.
He helps them and he tries to cure them. But that's because they're not actually zombies; they're infected.
Ask me if I care.
They're also, we found out that some of them are cannibals.
Yes, which is just
Makes sense.
Yeah.
They got to eat.
everybody's got to
People's
eat.
got to eat.
Can't just run, especially with the energy that they exert running around.
Yeah. Well, and you think about it, right? Like, if you're going to tear someone's top of their head off,
Yes.
right? And you're like, I haven't eaten for a while.
Yep.
You're going to...
So
Chow down.
the fact that we're talking about 28 years later, the bone
You're
temple.
obsessed with it.
No, it kind of shows you that I'm really not super interested in talking about the choral.
Yeah, no kidding.
Now, don't get me wrong. The choral has some very, very good scenes in it, but it's one of those, the sum of its parts, it's like, I don't know. There's some powerful stuff in it on the back of Ralph Fiennes because he's that good. And honestly, when the movie, about 10 minutes in, I was actually laughing quite a bit. It was actually pretty funny at the beginning, but then it started to wane, and then you'd get some flashes of brilliance with Fiennes in a pivotal scene. That's the scene where they come in and they announce that the whatever was it, a boat that got destroyed?
Yeah,
and
the German U-boat.
So
or whatever,
so many Germans were, and that Ralph Fiennes realized that somebody he cared about was probably on that boat, and just watching them celebrate with him in the background and him in the
I
foreground.
believe they started singing the national anthem.
And then so that scene was pure brilliance. And there were scenes throughout it that were pure brilliance. And that's why you can't rage about this movie. But at the end of the day, this is meh to
Porky's
the nth degree.
1916.
It's very, very meh. There's a lot of, when you're doing, quote unquote, historical dramas, and there's just convenient things that happen where you're like, really? Like, this isn't an episode of Three's Company. Come on.
I believe one reviewer called it an episode of Downton Abbey.
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen Downton Abbey,
Me
so I
either,
wouldn't
but just
know.
saying.
But
If I think it's an episode of Downton Abbey if Jack Tripper, is that his name? I don't even know his name in Three's Company.
Yes, Jack Tripper.
There you go. If Jack Tripper was in Downton Abbey, that's what this movie was.
That'd be worth watching.
actually, the scene that I actually liked the best was when the guy with one arm tried to pretend like he couldn't jerk off with his other hand.
Yes.
That was the scene that made me laugh the
That was
most.
just weird.
Because I was just like, really, dude?
His ex-girlfriend who's now dating somebody else. Like, yeah, can you do one thing for
Can
me?
you do me one favor? Because I haven't learned to masturbate with my other hand. And I'm just like, dude, you should try it sometime.
No kidding.
Yeah, he lost that arm a while ago. He should have learned by then.
Yeah.
Or here's an idea. He's probably the best looking guy in the whole choir. Go find another woman.
Yeah.
There you go.
His girlfriend wasn't even that hot. Go find somebody else.
Yeah. Duh.
Yeah, this movie was meh.
There you go.
That's a
Why are you
triple
holding a
banger.
mallet?
Because he was going to fix our cable that was broken.
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna beat the heck out of our cable till it worked.
Thought he was like Judge Bryce all of a sudden.
Yep.
No. I was trying to figure out where this mallet came from.
Smell it. Did it come out of your butt?
No.
All right.
Well, I got something fun this week. Well, maybe it's only fun for me. Of course, it's award season, which again we don't care about.
That's right. We already gave our award out for last year.
Oscar nominations are on Thursday. Again, we don't care.
Mm-hmm.
What was announced over the weekend was this year's Golden Raspberry Award nominations, or the Razzies.
All right, lay them on us. Let's see.
I'm guessing we might agree on a few of these.
Maybe.
Up for Worst Picture,
Yeah,
Snow White.
that's definitely good,
In
yeah.
the Lost Lands, which I never saw, with Dave Bautista and Mila Jovovich, directed by Paul Thomas Anderson.
Really?
War of the Worlds with Ice Cube and Eva Longoria, which I guess is kind of
These
like
movies
the
never
book.
played in cinema.
No, they didn't. They don't specify that.
Yeah.
Hurry Up Tomorrow with The Weeknd.
I played in
Which is
cinema.
on my
Yeah,
list
we
of
saw.
raging.
Yeah, Murray hated
The
that movie.
Electric State.
I liked it.
It was meh.
Electric State was directed by the Russo brothers, who did all the Marvel movies and are doing the new ones.
Yeah, I watched The Electric State.
Chris Pratt, Millie Bobby Brown, and Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, I've already forgotten it. So
There you go.
Couldn't have been
Worst
that
director
good,
we got,
but
Paul Anderson.
Maybe it wasn't that bad. I don't know.
In The Lost Worlds. Rich Lee from War of the Worlds. The Russos, Electric State. Mark Webb from Snow White. And Trey Edward Schultz, Hurry Up Tomorrow.
So same as the.
Yeah, well, they're not all the same, but worst actor, Dave Bautista, who I actually like.
But you didn't see this movie.
No,
So
but I liked him in that what was that zombie movie he was in? The hell was it called? I don't know, I forgot what it was.
all right.
Jared Leto from Tron Ares.
He was so good in it.
Scott Eastwood from Alarum, which I never heard of.
You can't see my eyes rolling right
He was
now.
with Stallone in that one. Ice Cube, War of the Worlds, and The Weeknd from Hurry Up Tomorrow.
Yeah, he was
Boy,
good.
the people who made this list were pretty fucking unoriginal. That's all I'm gonna say.
Whatever. It gets better.
Oh,
Worst actress, Ariana DeBose from Love Hurts. Heather Graham, The Gunslingers. Michelle Yeoh from Star Trek Section 31. Mila Jovovich from Lost Lands. And Rebel Wilson from Bride Hard.
Okay, well, Bride Hard was horrible.
Worst supporting actor, all 7 CGI dwarves in Snow White. Stephen Dorff from
all right.
Bride Hard. Nicolas Cage from The Gunslingers. Greg Kinnear, Off the Grid,
It's
and
horrible.
Sly Stallone from Alarum. Which again, I never saw.
Sly Stallone should win that award every
There
year.
you go.
Whatever.
Worst screenplay, Snow White, In the Lost Lands, War of the Worlds, Hurry Up Tomorrow, Electric State. Worst remake, sequel, or ripoff.
All right.
Snow White, War of the Worlds, Star Trek Section 31, Five Nights at Freddy's 2,
Yeah, that was.
and the
that was
Smurfs
horrible.
movie, which you guys
The Smurfs movie was
the
amazing.
Best movie that's ever
It was
made.
so good.
Should've made our
And
top
my
10.
It brings joy to my heart.
My favorite category, worst screen combo or duo, whatever. The 7 CGI dwarves in Snow White, Ariana DeBose and Ki-Hu Kwan from Love Hurts, Robert De Niro and Robert De Niro in Alto Nights,
The movie's so bad.
Ice Cube and his Zoom camera from War of the Worlds, and The Weeknd and his massive ego from Hurry Up Tomorrow. There you go. So that'll be announced I think the night before the Oscars. But
Yay!
yeah, all very deserving.
Except for the Smurfs movie, which was Mondo.
Whatever.
Who was the one that showed up to receive their Razzie?
Either Halle Berry or Sandra Bullock. Can't remember one of those two. Same year they
Sandra
won.
Bullock,
Same year they won the Oscar.
That's funny.
Yeah,
Temperature rising.
Shows you the value of both of those
an award's an award.
of reward shows.
Yes, they're equal.
Taking over.
They both mean nothing.
That's
One
right.
is funny.
They're both funny, if you ask me.
The Oscars are funny sometimes. In the narrow vision that they have.
Okay, my rage this week is that Ralph Fiennes should have been in all 4 of the movies we saw this week.
Yeah.
That's my rage this week. It's not like it would have changed my rating on anything, but once you see when it opened the weekend with seeing him, and then you bookend it by having him
At the end.
at the end, it's like you realize that your life is a little less meaningful without having him in the 2 movies in the middle. So, can you fix that, movie people?
Put them in every movie every weekend.
Just put him in. No, if you're gonna put him out in one weekend, just make sure that you put him in every movie that's coming out that weekend. I mean, there must be a plan, right? There's a secret plan
Sure.
of what comes out every weekend, right? This is like, we're going to plot out what's playing this week years in advance. Just say, okay, well, we probably have 2 more Ralph Fiennes movies. We should put them in.
Just put all his movies out the same weekend.
Well, just that weekend. If maybe it only had to been 2
The
movies.
weekend of Rafe.
That's right.
Okay, then.
That's my
your
rage. It's like I wanted him
then.
in more movies. And Tom Waits. That was my other one.
Sure.
So yeah, I think it was Sunday morning. I go to the local Cineplex, and there's 2 lineups to get concessions, and the one lineup there's about a group of 4, and then behind them there's like another group of 3. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to get behind that lineup because they're all going to order individually, and it's going to take forever. And in the other lineup, there's just one little old man. And I'm like, okay, well, let's just go
This
behind
can't
the
be
little old
bad.
man.
Yeah, there's your first mistake.
How bad could this
A
be?
little old
He
man.
paid in pennies.
Because
So-
seniors never take too long.
So I'm standing there, and this guy, he goes, okay. It's apparently it's like National Popcorn Weekend or
It is.
something.
Yeah,
I
it
got
was.
free
Did you
popcorn
get your
yesterday.
free popcorn?
Yeah, Kim got a free popcorn, but anyways. So I'm lined up behind this guy, and first she asks him, so what? And he's like, I want to buy a ticket for this movie, and they're like, okay, so you got to buy a ticket in the movie. So he's like, okay, so you need to pick your seat because now you got to pick your seat, and she's got like this touch screen where he's got to touch where he wants to pick the seat.
And he hasn't been to a movie in 10 years.
And he's like looking at it, and he's like, well, where's it? She's like, the screen's up here, and the you can pick any seat you want that's in blue, I
Gray
think,
or
or
something,
yeah,
yeah.
whatever it is. He's like, okay. So he inevitably, then he asks her again, so where's the screen? And it literally on the screen says like a
Says
giant
screen.
screen at the top of it. So and she's like, it's up here. So she's pointing over the,
Yep.
and then, so you need to pick any one of these seats, and there's like 1,000 seats there that you can pick any one of them. You just any one. He's like, okay. He's like, I want that one. She's like, no, you need to touch the screen. He's like, okay, yeah, I want that one. It's like, just touch the screen. So finally, she just leans over. She's like, this one? He's like, no, the one that's beside it. She's like, this one? No, the other side. Okay, this one? Yeah, that one. So then she touches it for him. So okay, that's fine. So we got the seat, right?
Then came the pennies.
So then she's like, okay, so do you want anything else? He's like, do I have enough points to get the movie for free? And she's like, I don't know. You haven't given me your card yet. So he's like, okay. He's like rummaging through his wallet now, trying to find his scene card so that he can look up to see. So then finally she scans it, and she's like, no, you actually need like 200 more points or something to get the movie for free. And he's like, he seems so devastated. He's like, oh. He's like, okay. She's like, so do you want to? He's like, well, I need to order some food. She's like, okay, what would you like? So he's like,
I want a cannoli.
she's like, he's like, of all the things, you know what he said? I would like a strawberry milkshake.
nice.
She's like, okay.
Do they have them?
Yes, they do.
They do, but in order to get the strawberry
go to the
milkshake,
other-
you give him the ticket, and then
Yeah.
he goes and gets. So she puts in the strawberry milkshake, and that's fine. So then, while in between all of this, because he's taking so long for
The
everything,
other lineup has gone 7
oh yeah,
times.
there's
10 people have
those
gone
4
through.
people are gone. The 3 people have gone. 4 more people have gone. And every time I'm like, well, I'm not going to go line up now. I will say that after the next thing that happened, Kim finally went and just got in the other lineup.
This is the thing, when you go in the line and you have 2 people, just both
So-
go into a line.
So in between
Yes.
all this, she's like, you know what? I'm going to do a solid here. It's free popcorn. So she goes and gets him a popcorn. And she's like, he's like, and then he's like, "What's this?" And she's like, "It's free because it's whatever
Free
National
popcorn
Popcorn
week or
Week."
whatever,
And,
It's a thing now.
So he's like, "Yeah,
I don't like popcorn.
I don't
like
think
popcorn?
I don't think and it's almost like he's like he thinks there's a catch because he's like, what's the catch? Like, why are you giving this to me?
What's wrong with it?
Is this somehow are you gonna steal money from my bank account somehow because
That's
you're
right.
giving
Am I
me
not
this
getting my strawberry milkshake now because you gave me this?
it's like, what is going on? So he's like, no, I don't think I want the popcorn. She's like, but it's free. And she's like, nah. She's like, okay, that's okay. You don't have to have the popcorn. And he's like, so
Is
she's
there
like,
anything else free I can get?
well, so then she's like, would you like to, so do you want to pay now? He's like, and he's like looking at the menu.
Puts his glasses on.
And he's like, and then I gave up and Kim got to the front of the other line. So I went and got in the other line.
So you didn't find out how the story ends?
So I
How
don't
did
know
it end?
exactly how it ends. I do know that,
Why do you do this to us?
I do know that right
Just a tease.
before Kim got to the front of the other line, she actually left to go get his milkshake because things were taking so long and she knew it would just be better for her to go get the milkshake.
Oh, then pass him
than
down
to
there.
actually get him to go because
Oh,
that would
totally.
have just been another. She would have had to come out and take him by the hand.
Why didn't
and
you
lead
take
all
him? This
the way.
This is right up Bryce's alley.
So, anyways, at the end of this, I don't know why this was my rage because it was kind of adorable.
But it took 20 minutes to get your popcorn.
But by the end of it, I was annoyed at first, and that's why it's my rage. By the end of it, it was just funny. And I was like, you know what, dude? You are like the best
You're
part
my
of my
hero.
day now. And we literally had to get to, and that's why it was my rage, is because we were there a little bit late, and we literally did have to get to the movie because, it was about to start. But I wish I had, my movie was like, my rage is that my movie wasn't 10 minutes further so that I could actually just stand there behind him and enjoy the entire process.
That's right.
Because I don't know how this resolved itself in the end.
This is now
I
spoiled
do know,
my...
I do know that he had the ticket in his hand.
Yes.
And he was quite happy about that, and he was looking at it.
And he did get a milkshake brought to him.
And I know the milkshake was coming.
I bet you he did eventually take
Yeah.
the free popcorn.
Probably
So-
called it a malted, though.
There you go.
Yeah, you know what? My rage is now that I don't know the end of this story.
It's kind of my rage too.
Oh, believe me, you'll see him again. He'll be in front of you next time.
I hope so. I want to know what happens to this guy.
Rage subsiding. Pulse slowing. Anger fading.
Last time on Rage or Dare, Bryce, after waking up, reluctantly picked one of Murray's favorite old man movies from Jim's bag of repulsive John Travolta films. Wild Hogs! Yoo! This week, it's Jim's turn to rage or dare. Unlike Bryce, Jim opens Bryce's dare bag with a sense of anticipation and longing, as he is sure that with Bryce's help, he will learn to actually appreciate and maybe one day even like sports films, especially if they have 30-minute downhill rollerblading scenes. Now, let's find out if this OG JT film, specifically made for the Merman's movie tastes, will satiate Bryce's hunger for rage, or maybe he too will finally learn to appreciate John Travolta's late career movie choices. It's gotta be a strange twist of fate, telling me that heaven can wait, telling me to get it right this time. Yeah!
I'm pretty sure that wasn't from my bag because I love this movie.
No, it wasn't from your bag.
He said it was from Jim's bag.
From
but
my
it's-
bag.
He
It's
mentioned
one of
my
your.
name, though.
He did because he knows you love this movie.
That's
I
right.
did love this movie.
I have no idea why. Yeah, Wild
Tim
Hogs.
Allen in it.
This is just a
I
mind-numbing.
just love watching William Macy fall off his motorbike.
Yeah, that was this whole movie. We open the very first scene. We get William Macy smacking into a sign and falling down in the road. Then him getting up, going, "I'm okay," and that's pretty much the whole movie. It's just William
H. Macy
just
falling
running into
over?
things with his motorbike and.
And so it's like,
Popping
this is
up
his first
after.
time he's ever been on a motorbike?
pretty much, yeah. No, he's just not good at
He's
it.
just not good
No, I
at
have
it.
seen. I saw this in theaters, and I remember when I walked out, I thought
Yeah,
I
no,
lost.
it happens like a half
2
a
years
dozen
of my
times.
life.
Every time he gets on his bike, he
Yeah.
goes careening into something.
It's
He's also a klutz.
It's one of those movies where you put a bunch of characters together that I guess you think are going to be entertaining. But all in all, this was just a lot of inappropriate gay jokes. Like, there were so many in this. It was ridiculous.
So who was like, who? Why were they making fun of gay people?
Just because that's what you do in a movie like this, Jim. Because it's funny, I guess, but it's not.
There was a few homoerotic moments.
Yeah, there's...
So there was some
four guys riding
homoeroticism,
motorbikes.
What's that?
So there was homoeroticism?
No, there was no homoeroticism.
Was He-Man there?
No, they eventually end up naked and they're
They're-
like sleeping in the same
They're
sleeping bags. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, the first one is they're everybody was clothed except William H. Macy wasn't wearing any pants, and apparently that was funny. I don't know, but a cop finds them on the side of the road, all sleeping together, and then he of course is over the top gay, and it's trying to play it for laughs, but it just is very cringy. And then for some reason this character keeps on popping up. They decide that they're going to go skinny dipping, and then of course a family shows up, and then the cop shows up, and then the family runs away because penises are scary. I don't know what's going on.
Never been scared of a penis myself.
Yeah. Cop shows up, jumps in there, and then they go running out because, oh my God, it's a gay person. It was like, this is just as bad as I'm making it sound. It's worse. And then Ray Liotta. Then they end up showing up at this actual biker hangout, and of course they don't take kindly to these city slickers riding motorbikes. So that's what this is all about. It's about these four guys that on the weekends they kind of get out and ride their motorbikes, and that's what makes them feel like men, I guess. I don't know.
I believe Liotta calls them posers.
So they go, So they go on the road trip. They end up at a biker bar, and that's where the whole genesis of this movie takes place.
The climax,
because they burn it down.
Murray, stop interrupting me.
Just saying.
Murray thinks
that's why they're pissed at him, because they burnt down their bar.
No, they were no, it's not true, Murray. They kicked them out well before that, and they stole one of their bikes, and it was all just so ridiculous. And then, in the end, Travolta gets, I'm going to go back and I'm going to get your bike back. So he goes back and he grabs the bike that the bikers stole. But before he does that, he cuts all their brake lines, I think, or gas
so
lines.
So he can murder them?
Anyways, and then they come out and they end up, someone throw a cigarette down. I don't remember.
Like, yeah, they burn down the bar.
Anyways, everything blows up. So now the bikers are really pissed. So now it's all about them chasing these guys. They end up in a small town, and then for some reason, William H. Macy starts making out with Marissa Tomei.
Well, why wouldn't you?
Well, yeah, I get that.
That makes sense. So far, this is making sense.
That's right.
It makes perfect sense. But here's the thing.
He hasn't got to the best part yet.
You know, well, you're going to tell the best part after I'm done, because there is no best part. But what's his head shows up?
Conan O'Brien?
No, now why is his name left me?
John Goodman.
That's the best part. If you want me to get to it.
Yeah,
Peter Fonda
Mr.
shows Easy
up.
Rider.
Easy Rider.
Yeah,
he plays Ray Liotta's dad.
So in the end, all this stuff happens and it all escalates, and they're about to kill these guys, and then this is how it ends. Ray Liotta's father,
Peter
Fonda, shows up.
Yeah.
On a bike
and says no,
and says, "Oh son, don't do this." And then it goes, "Okay, Dad," and that's the end of the movie.
That's right.
That made it good?
No, that made it. Yeah, exactly, Murray. How does that make it good?
I loved it.
It's like,
I thought it was funny.
I've seen lazy writing before, but really, Dad shows up to a grown man and says, "Stop what you're doing,
so
son."
The thing I'm most confused about is, why didn't we get CGI Dennis Hopper?
I don't think you needed CGI. Wasn't he still alive?
I mean, if you're
going to
put Peter Fonda, why didn't you get?
Would he have been dead by this point?
Put them both in there.
Really? What year was
not
this?
Like Peter Fonda did a lot of movies either.
Yeah, I know, but Dennis Hopper
was alive in 2007.
He didn't want to then,
wasn't he?
There you go. I don't know.
Then that would have made it better.
No, it wouldn't have.
Because it would have made it more
he was
convenient.
too busy blowing up buses.
This was an awful movie, and I mean, and I haven't even gotten into, like, Tim Allen and Martin Lawrence in the same movie. I mean,
Martin
good
Lawrence is
God.
terrible.
Oh my God.
I know.
I forgot Martin Lawrence.
Yeah, Tim Allen and Martin Lawrence, you put them both in a movie, you're not going to have a good movie.
It's just the way it
it's
is.
impossible. And then you add John Travolta, who I don't know what he's doing with his career at this point, but then it never got any better. This was like,
Flying planes.
and William H. Macy, good God, like what
are you
did
thinking?
what did they pay you to be in this? Like I don't understand.
Why did he say yes? That's the
Yeah,
bigger question.
It's crazy, but yeah, this was a complete rage. I hated it every single second of it, and I'm sorry, Murray. You need to watch this again because it is
He watches
god
it.
awful.
He watches it every other month.
It's just lazy stereotypes, bad slapstick.
it.
It's like it's the most juvenile garbage movie that's ever been
That's
written.
You
perfect.
could say the same thing about every Jackass movie ever made.
There you go. It's, you know what?
Don't
That's-
Jackass is way more clever than this
Yeah,
movie.
no, it isn't.
You know what? Everybody's got their kink. That's what I'm gonna say. But can I just say, winner! I got you, baby.
Winner, I got you, baby.
I got you, babe.
What is going on right now? Oh, did
I
you
got-
just choose from something?
I chose this, but I got you.
Oh, you got me?
Yeah, because you had to watch that movie.
You,
I believe
did.
it's
Sucker.
Gotcha.
All right, Jim. So
I got
apparently
you,
you've
sucker.
already pulled something from my bag.
I-
Did you get I Got You, Sucker? I hope not. That's not my bag. That's a good movie.
I know.
Okay.
I got something pretty close though.
What'd you get?
It stars Russell Crowe
Oh, well, there
and
you go.
Burt Reynolds, Hank Azaria.
Murray's wheels are turning.
I don't remember
Satiating.
Burt Reynolds and Russell Crowe in the same movie.
Kevin Durant's in this too.
It's starting to ring a bell.
Yep. Scott Grimes is in this.
Don't know who Scott Grimes is.
It's a hockey movie that takes place
is it that
in
one in
Alaska.
Alaska?
That's it.
Mystery
Miss-
That was all right.
Alaska.
I didn't mind it.
There you go.
I enjoy love Russell Crowe.
Who doesn't love
And
Russell
I like
Crowe?
hockey movies.
There
I
you
don't
go.
play.
I don't like hockey movies, but I do like Russell Crowe.
Well, you just wait then, because Youngblood is coming. for
I've
you.
already seen it.
Have you seen it?
Not the new one, but I
Oh, the new
I was
one.
dared
No,
to
the
s-
new one.
The old one I was
Which
dared
was
to
at
see.
SIF, by the way.
Mm.
I didn't go. I was going to go to it, but I didn't. But yeah.
The remake was at SIF? Oh my
Was.
god. That's unfortunate. All right, well, I'll be watching another sports movie.
there you go.
Apparently,
Sporty sport.
Bryce likes me to watch sports movies now, I guess. That's all I'm going to watch.
They're probably all
Sports movies and
in there.
musicals are kind of what you're going
What
to
the
get.
whole
I
bag
think.
is full of. What he's saying.
Nice. Well, you know what? That was a successful event for me. Thanks, Ragers, for listening. Thanks to Extended Film Rage family you can find in our show notes. Thanks to Casey from The Nerdy Photographer for the voice of Rager Darren, our God of Rage. Find us on social media everywhere at Film Rage YYC. Check out everything Film Rage at filmrageyyc.com, including our merch site for Redbubble and TeePublic. We're also make this a raging blast for all listeners, so please comment, like, subscribe, and send us emails to filmragecalgary@gmail.com. Dare to see terrible movies to fuel our rage. But no matter what you do, please, 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 pretty please, 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 make us rage. That's it for this week. Rage on.
Rage on.